Vancouver chapter，因为喺香港嗰陣咧，我係為華人會打網球，入邊有4、5個聖教士嘅，聖教士4、5個，有一個 father son 姓徐嘅，佢係 9 class 好早啦 ，class 30 some 嘅。佢個仔而家仲喺我名單入邊，我哋喺華人會一個禮拜打3、4次網球嘅。我屋企又住得離華人會咁，我喺飛機場翻工，離華人會佢喺華人會打網球，同佢哋打熟咗。有個香港政府姓譚嘅。S.S. 譚思瑞，佢香港 register office chief 嚟嘅，聖教是1934年嘅譚思瑞，佢呢女嘅喺呢度讀書，佢 5 daughters， 女喺呢度讀書讀中學，佢年年嚟㗎，佢嚟咩我梗係。請呢度聖教士嘅人啊，同佢一齊食飯啊，招待佢。佢話我呢度係住過嘅。佢就有一日佢就講，佢 David， 佢呢度聖教士人咁唔少啊，佢同你要 form 聖教士同學會，咁樣起手嘅。咁我就問幾個年紀大啲嘅，跟住我幾個人啊，問佢哋贊成唔贊成，咁個個都贊成嘅，咁我就成立啦。
Well, when I came to Vancouver in 1965, and Margaret's uncle has a good friend, also an alumni. In Vancouver. Her uncle's alumni, so is his friend. Well, after I got here, I went to see this alumni called Henry Law, Henry Henry Law. And of course, he's much more my senior, so I went to see him. So we got to know each other, and later on we found David Sean in town. So he started to get together at his home on Fleming Street, Vancouver, maybe 1966 and 7, I forgot exactly, but not later than 67. Every now and then get together as alumni. Then later on we have Jimmy Wall, a big fat guy. You probably saw him before. And one other one, Dr. Chow, Dr. Shaw or something, of UBC. So about 5 of us get together regularly. Until 1967, because the Hong Kong Stafford crisis Hong Kong people begin to come, and more. And then we start having meeting outside the house. Mm-hmm. And that is how it began. Never registered nor still very sort of a drop-in meeting together. And David Sean was the first president. I was the second one. And then after me is Henry Locke's wife, Josie Locke. And then I went back on again as president. After me, when I introduced Fu Gotland to be the president. And until we had the reunion in Vancouver, they had, I forgot who was president then, because I was not well. And then they had the reunion, because getting more and more larger, and they start register, officially registered with the society in Victoria. That became what it is now. That's how we all started, alumni. In the year 2000, I was a lot better, and then I got back onto the presidency until 1908, I resigned.
So I became the committee member in 1995. And then 1995, Stanley Go was elected as president. And the TF in Daofu just came from Hong Kong. And they wanted me to be the secretary. And they wanted to start the newsletter. And I said, I was not good in English or in English literature or Chinese literature because I am a science, science person. I know how to write article on my medical field, but I don't know how to write anything in English literature for a newsletter. Anyway, they said, oh, you can try. So I look at the newspaper. I found somebody who is an editor. So I learned from this private person how to edit a newspaper, how to edit the heading, and how those things, the essential points. By that time, Indolf helped me to start the first issue of newsletter. So later on, biannually, so far we have published 32 issues. And then in 1999 we have the World Reunion, and I became one of the main organizers. Indolfu, Steve Wu, me, only four or five of us became the main organizer. And I started my computer a year before, in 1998. So 1999, I did all the computer with the correspondence of the whole world. So I worked until 2 or 3 in the morning, and next morning I started at 6. So people wondered, how come the Vancouver committee members, they don't sleep at all? We receive their email at 3 o'clock midnight, and then next morning 6 o'clock we also receive the message. By that I was young. And later on, afterwards, I was elected as a president, and I worked for 2 years.